All right. Well, of course, Fambulem, good evening or good afternoon, any side you day, and welcome to the Salon Weekly News Review, where they come to you on TV Salon and Weird. And this is not simulcast. We get for they come to you every Sunday from 9 o'clock Salon time to, the next 1 hour, 30 minutes. And inside the Salon Weekly News Review, we actually review some of the major news items or some news items what we say happen inside the past week. We need to discuss more inside the program. And today we're live on TV Salon and we yard and me Alpha Camara and I don't know how with my colleague them over there in the yard. And I will send her over to the other self introduce themselves. Over to you guys now we yard. How do you do over there?
Famulona kusha enona adu. We are don't come back today for can talk about things where they happen. Now we on sweet yard salon. Now we own. Whoa, there we left for do them bad things them. We they feel a most alone. Now we own. Whoa, we are. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want to make we had go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad, oh, we just want to make we had go before. Fumble. Kusha again for long term inside this big university. Well, of course, we now know how this university can go. In as much as all the lecturers them balance for give lectures them to the students them, but anytime when the university open, una they get the lectures them, we una really want. That we make sure say, and we know say we students them, none they ever fail when it comes to exam. Well, Famulem, we're really sorry because we lost Pauna for a few days. But we did talk that one later. Today, we don't come again together with we own brother them, Salon TV.
So we want to say sorry first of all for that long loss the way we lost. Right? So 10 for the first they lost. But we actually want to say we sorry because a lot of una done the show concern. We see today we'll put the phone on. We just see a lot of concern then, but we save just that to be the time for attend to some personal issues then. But today, as you see, we join hand together. Today, now a very different program we carry, and this program going to meet you every Sunday. We call this one ideas. In them they say our ideas. So basically, within this get for the look at things that will not happen for the week in a form of a review. We bring people away, they come and analyze them the day for week again and see waiting. We don't miss where we can actually bring out for the way we analyze and do. And this one is a very good one for start because indeed we don't miss a lot of things then from where this week begins. Say don't done. Well, Fumble and don't go to Parliament to know that there. And other things then don't happen. We see inside and say, Aisha, you want see. Actually, don't free some people and women there prison and plenty other things. Well, amongst the biggest issue we get inside the program today, for the second time, Guinea don't send. Why I say second time? For the last one inside the president where they overthrown, they send one warning for we and they take action. But this time around, the junta leader says don't send one strong warning to the people or to the government of Sierra Leone or to Salon. For say, hey, if we not put more problem inside here, arrest me case for now. Meaning, that's them pay the freedom fighter.
By Bure Kablai from the north.
Thank you, Pamela. I mean, Alpha Camara, Obaya from TV Salon. And of course, now that is some of the issues that we get to talk about. Of course, Guinea one Salon, Salon Oputampan and Plaba, and also Asha Johansson. Actually, free some prisoner them where they don't done them jail time, but they don't be able to get money for pay them fine. And also tax increments. Now, Salon, very soon, they can talk about how tax will go up at everything, including rest. And also, the government say the economy in Salon for boom come 2025. and also APC MPs they don't go back to the parliament. So this mean we get today. Actually, we get some guests. One Abdullah Berete, when a former government spokesman, when a member of the APC, and also one new TV they were called Liberty TV. Of course, they said they can't talk about what they do and waiting. They actually intend for doing a salon. They want to bring a new landscape to the media. A salon. And we'll get Khadija. Of course, Khadija is a man and get beef. But some will beef inside the program. Then later on, we'll get your other colleague. We get interview for January. But fam, we're done at the program today.
Actually, maybe later for be inside, but they get some challenge with the line.
Okay. All right, now welcome Mr. Abdullah Berete, former government spokesman. Mr. Berete, welcome to this program. How do you do over there?
Thank you very much. As always, I appreciate the opportunity and Fambulem where they watch or listen on our do.
All right. Fambu, don't forget for interact with me.
But I want to add something under Alpha.
Yes.
Yes, I think we instead of we say the government spokesman, because the government get beaucoup talkman. This not been the individual talkman self. We not be the former president talkman. Well, we don't call him former president, former caretaker talkman. We not Abdullah Berete. In other words, the spokesperson for the former caretaker. I think that's the actual position.
Okay, thank you so much. So I was a former presidential spokesman of the the former president, or the presidential spokesman for the former president, right, Mr. Berete?
Okay? Yes, thank you.
Okay, so the program reached with Alpha, and they come to on live from Washington DC studios. So there we had, then they over there now we had Khadija there on the line from Preto. Khadija, they get me loud and clear?
Yes, Alpha, I get you loud and clear.
All right, Liberty TV. Okay, welcome to TVS.
So I think I want for use this opportunity for introduce this posse here. So Khadija, and Khadija, not a strange name inside the media now the country. Khadija actually begin this thing, go find one from Peking, say to outside there. So and he actually don't prove himself for being the kind of person. We don't see self outside. Even where in presence they felt so much that even if not to sit down for the interview, some people can even they think of the sky say, oh, na Khadija na sit down to do interview. Instead of a call the person where they do interview.
No, wait. If they talk, say some people and they scared even with Khadija. Who you mean? Talent na into the pool.
No, not to
in. No, but if you just said for me, talent na in.
No, Alpha, one time in the way I see inside caretaker bill, maybe the interview.
Very good. Hits the nail.
I think they don't prompt caretaker bill saying and Khadija na for do the interview, so they cut them. So it is still maybe so. I know it's not the fairness because instead of it say Mabel, it is Khadija. Anyway, we just want for waiting. Okay. But anyway, Khadija now name was very strong and we're happy for get you now so for the very first time. And Mabel everything for making. We actually it is struggle, but we can't just now.
Okay, so Khadija, welcome to TBS and Weird and this now diaspora TV stations. And of course, we all know, sir. Khadija say, man, I'll get beef. Sometimes we solve as the program is done. But first, welcome to you, Khadija. Liberty TV, how the idea come about? So let's actually begin this new TV where people can go begin see very soon. When I get a lot of things planned. How the idea of Liberty TV come about? Over to you, Khadija. Okay, I don't know if Khadija hear me or maybe say Twitter always get connection problems. I'm not sure if you hear me because for a while. They hear me, Khadija? Okay.
I think you don't sleep small.
Yeah, so I think when they get a connection issue to Freetown. All right, we'll come back to Khadija after the line improve. But maybe, yeah. Now we come to another issue as we try for setup. First, Sengbepi and Bible, Guinea don't want way back say, make salon, not put hand on in business. And say always they happen at Guinea, make not put hand there at all because we are sisters. Okay, I think sister continue. Okay, Khadija, I don't come back online. Hello, Khadija, you get me now?
You said trouble with my internet.
Okay, yeah, we understand. Freetown always, the problem today. I made the last time when the interview the Minister of Information at CNN. It's a saying also be the cut. So you understand. But Khadija, it gets me, how the idea of Liberty TV come about?
Okay. Liberty TV, the idea came about as young journalists. Them we so thirsty for professionalism, and we believe say if you want to be a journalist, you just get to be professional. You can't be compromised, and you want to be a journalist. So if you feel like say you want to toe the other line, you cannot be a journalist. And we don't want to toe the other line. I make we decide to step aside and start our own establishment where we name libertors, anybody we read a mean and if we lead along the line, we all within our liberty, we finally don't gain with freedom for the independence. We finally don't gain with freedom for the unbiased news. We finally don't gain with freedom for the factual. Because now one of the key things in that the way everybody they look for inside journalism. So the idea born 3 months ago and we start from very small, but the turnout and the support of Sierra Leone and them, Liberty not small anymore. Liberty is a very big media establishment now, and we hope say with time as we dey get along, Sierra Leone people go know exactly say this idea born because we'll be very thirsty for be professional, uncompromised, and nobody no need for twist with arms behind our back say you have to do this. So now that idea the Liberty TV born.
Okay. Khadija, I'll ask you this because a lot of TV stations or media houses in a salon, when they talk about salon issues, they only focus in Sierra Leone. We, the diasporans, we Sierra Leone and the diaspora, we get any space or anything, or the TV get for the cover anything for root people in the diaspora. Because I don't relate this idea to some other local or TV station, radio stations, then a salon say. We get a lot of people in the diaspora where they get a lot of stories where they need for the share back home. So how when I get anything apart from covering with all the neutrality and independence, anything about for the diaspora and so then we will come in support and as well and I would be able to highlight the issues. You get anything on this?
Absolutely, Alpha. We they try for reach out to colleagues who know say go able for um get at the same space as we, where we know say go able for sell out the vision of Liberty Online TV. We get professional them, for example, like you, Aliu, and other one the way they out there, what we know say na world start, na the salon media space. They're very independent and stand up for what they stand up for. We still in talks with some of them. We don't start the back screen negotiation for see how they were able to be correspondents and the individual the way they be because Sierra Leoneans can cut across and be all over the globe and then get issues them where need for be had, issues them where they want to come and talk about. For example, we will get Sierra Leonean in a Turkey where they go through a lot of issues them. They need platform them like Liberty Online TV, will not just to cover issues them na salon I have to. So for answer your question, yes, we open, we ready for spread wings, we ready for give audience to anybody entering as Sierra Leonean, any part of the world where you dey. Just reach out to we. We will ensure say we give you a platform. Liberty Online TV, we stand, we motto say all voices count. And if you want all voices to be heard and all voices to count, we need for spread the wings and give opportunity to everybody. No matter you there, no matter the region, we will reach out to you and make sure say we are able to do you.
Okay, last time I over to Sembe Pierre and Babure, of course. Allow me to continue the line of questioning. For now, let me Khadija decide to be first. They want to take over first as the program the week next month. This is live on TV Salon and we had and the turn over and we had. Sembe Pierre, take it on.
Just get one question where I want to ask. By the way, I'm very, very much happy for see them people there so, and then I will reach on to them, I'm happy for see that in the move. And when I look the composition of the team, I know say they get bright people with bright ideas them, where I feel say if they actually work with one vision, they not look into, because the things that we can well certain things then are this now don't eat the money, this now don't do this now they feel this, now can well things then very, very fast. But if you not focus on the job and able to do within una supposed to do now, they really, really creates the impact. That I know that for sure. Because like Asabi una all. Abdullahi, for example, Abdullahi Blah, we know work yet, but I don't they follow in work I see what they can do, of course, una and the other team them way so I feel it. But the question I want for ask now. See, for example, I will use AYV as a case study. We see Usai, they cover international events. Two sets of people, then one day for the government, one day against the government. Then choose for just the one side when income for me, particular field, especially okay. We actually get issue with the line from air, including SF, but we on side not for really
Okay.
complication
At some point, we cut, but you don't come back.
Yeah, same from me, Ali. You had a struggle for a you.
Yeah.
So you get me now, right?
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I basically they try for make reference AYV, for example. One time they cover international events like a protest. The one say they make democracy. The one say they cry against the human rights violations them inside the country. But the AYV, as big as that platform be, decided to choose just one and ignore the other one. They don't say anything against for the other one. So I want to make sure that we honor the report as we talk about professionalism. We want to treat everybody equally. Okay, I think this question one for them.
This is a very important question. I think I get them clearly, and I will make an attempt for answer. You know, one person I believe today, me, with a lot of people where give me the faces they don't do. And when you look at the composition of that like TV, you go see that people away them believe in that people already for the life, no type of compromise. And even before we launch tomorrow, we're going to do one thing where maybe I'm going to forward to everybody who belongs to the liberty on that it's a compromise, professionalism, or unitality. If you feel like this is not a story where you get to that simply step aside and allow somebody else for report on the story. So I don't feel like any issue of compromise or somebody want to feel in your personal interest and we will allow our opportunity later because the alienation really high. So if we don't come out here, I would say we are liberty line TV and run for sure actual unbiased and make sure that all voices there is no compromise. So one of the things we don't so everybody will like it. Online TV and for the professional, and that they are sure everything or watch me now. And that will be an example in the professional journalism that alone. It will be an example of.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Khadija. Maybe I'll try for join me. Maybe if it gets me, try for go landscape so it will be clean and clear on the screen. Now let's bring in Mr. Berete. Mr. Berete, you send a media person away from the politics, put aside, and we see a lot of these are new events or new TV where they come on Liberty TV. What do you think? We're waiting, we found that one of them already explained what do you think about this new TV where they don't come on, or they come on as salon or online TV where they come on? I think that tomorrow is in the launch, right? What do you think? What are your views so far?
I think my own initial comments now for congratulate the team na Liberty TV Online for where they take the giant step, because some of the faces and voices we been there in 98.1 we I interact with, I know them professionalism in terms of media engagement, because in my private conversations with some of them, I know what they stand for. But for let them come very boldly, say that they can't open a Liberty TV Online waiting for launch soon, and with the promise that they want to uphold the cardinal principles of journalism, when being professional, being independent, and also for make sure they will always give the other side of the story. I think say then they go enrich any media outlet, because it is all about credibility and integrity. Because the moment you come, you hold them values, then I think say it will complement the efforts way other non-state actors than they do for make sure say with democracy, where always they refer to as a fledgling democracy, go before. Because we all know the role of the media in a democracy. Because Sierra Leone, we say we can practice what you call a presidential system of governance, where we get what you call separation of powers. But in a situation where the democracy, the state institutions, then gets the tendency for collude and connive against the people, that is the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. We need a media where will come and uphold the true meaning of being the fourth estate in a democracy. And that is the expectation. But again, you can judge when you see people and come together. It is a question of wait and see. But again, when you already don't know the professionalism of the people and we don't come together for establish this TV online, then you will say, okay, you know what? These all voices to be heard as a motto is speak to say, even the vulnerable people, the marginalized people, as long as the story will revolve around them, there will not be a unilateral approach to the news item. And also some of the challenges them now media sometimes, even in a news item, you will see somebody include the opinion. And once that happens as a journalist, then you are defeating. But once you give the opportunity, the story will concern the person, you go, you read in your side of it. Then that way it becomes so to call balanced reporting in the media. And we are hopeful that any new media will come in our country, because the relationship within the media and the democracy very important, because with democracy should be safeguarded. I always go with the elementary quotation of Abraham Lincoln, where they be asked him at one time, where is they ask him, say, if they ask him between having a government or the media, they say he no go hesitate at all for go for the media. The reason being, they know say the media is so powerful that it can shape public opinion, it dey entertain, and at the same time, it dey hold people them accountable. Now that make them fall within the spectrum of being the fourth estate. So to me, I do me heart and congratulate the young journalists that we don't come together for say, yes, this is liberty. The name in itself is very symbolic. Liberty, it means, you know what, if you need anything, you come, be there, and we'll be there with voices. So I do me heart and I congratulate.
Thank you, Mr. Dorothy. Humble apologies. We get some feedback on the line to keep on. Madam, maybe I stop there. Hello, Mabel. You get me? Welcome to TV Salon, and we are.
Hello, Aliu. I get you loud and clear.
Okay, it's not so Ali, this is not Alpha. It's not Alpha. Me and you will not feel
Yes,
that.
Alpha. Sorry. How are you, Alpha?
Anyway, welcome, Mabel.
Our
Anyway,
voices
it's
are not
okay. It's
similar.
okay. Okay. Now, Mabel, Liberty TV. Well, Khadija, I don't begin to talk a little bit about how it came about. But as I know they come on, because then I knew I very important. So I was telling to Ali, but not it's now online for the it's a lot of challenges. Even right now, it's never connected to none of system. But there's internet problem, connectivity, lights, and all issues in this. How come I go and manage it online TV in that kind of environment where in a lot of things they need to address? Which any strategy and I go work around that. Hear me about?
Well, as you seldom say, these are just one example because we see the struggle where we go through for we able for get the call through. Hello.
Go on, you're alive. Yeah, you're alive. Go on, you're alive.
So now then kind of challenge here, we really know say the expectations and day for challenge. But we so tell God thank you with the work with internet facility where we they have up say, then we're able to give you enough internet we will make we able to go online and stream and we're not going to get some kind of struggles there because we all know say this na challenge for salon people them not just one aspect of the many challenges and where people they go through, you go get your internet, you get support and all, but you're not able to use it when you need them. But with the work with service provider them, where we know say we're able to see the internet at least what we need for sustain the daily broadcast them where Liberty Online TV gets for the do. So I know go say I assure you 100%, but we get the hope and the service provider where we partner with and we're able to do the internet service where we need for we able to do the programs then.
Okay, thank you. Before I go over to Ali, they asked me these two questions. And nothing personal. We don't see a lot of issues that happen. Like the media landscape, especially with the female journalism. At some point, we get flowers, we get women in the media at Sierra Leone, we get other media houses led by women. Now, women them way the family members, they don't come together. When now they ahead. How am I able to maintain the relationship and push the idea as opposed to people putting on them personal differences and work together for the interest of Liberty TV? Anybody can I can begin and because the car say don't even try, don't see flowers, don't see the alala, press releases, you don't also see other media houses, you also be just saying and all of that. Even some people that still say, oh, they're not happy, but inside the media they don't come on, they move on to something else. But now it's Liberty TV. How are we able to maintain, the idea of the TV and that professionalism when they mix, the other is the only people that will go fit in and make. Over to you guys. Anybody can start. I'll take over.
So for Liberty Online TV and female them be the head. Me and Khadija, let me take this step for example, and the rest of the women them where they work on Liberty Online TV. We collect for tendency as perception because we are people and we don't work for over a decade and we don't able to manage with them. We know usai the working relationship starts and we know usai is stop. We know usai the personal relationship day and we know usai is stop. Yes, we don't get challenges over the years because them and some them must jam. But we don't understand we set to a way where we know say we personal affairs them, not they interfere with the working relationship. I able look Khadija in face when it is fall short and tell her say, Khadija, you are going wrong this and this way. Khadija able look me at his face and tell me say, Mabel, you will go wrong like this and this for you. So I'm instead able to accept the flaw. So if people they think say because they get the perception the woman them not they able for head from side and from other perception one, Liberty gets to be an example where plenty of them will be proud to say woman them able for head the institution them and do better and make a change. Like I say, me and Khadija of the way now, we don't work for a very long time. We don't understand the differences then. We don't able to grow above them differences then they and we don't navigate the way through. So coming at Liberty not just make a refresher because we don't understand we say we able to work and we know say we can work hard and we can play hard. So we really able to move along.
Thank you. Khadija, you can take a one.
Okay, I think I've been lost on at some point. But if I could take the cue from Musa maybe say, I guess it just makes an reassurance of how committed we are. And just say there is this because there are a lot of people that they say anytime a woman then they not go able for work to do that. Musa joining, I agree because we've been in the work for a very long time. Of course, we come now with previous workplace as young journalists, then we just come out from radio station and meet broadcasters and all. I think I don't know and I don't work with her for over a decade. And we were also able to understand this therefore to get respect for each other. Now make all decide to let's come together and form Liberty Online TV and not be much of a struggle because we all be knows how they come out from. So just want for assure viewers and listeners that out there say Liberty Online TV is here to stay and nothing like such no go ever come between we because seeing all the work and even with colleague be as managing partner Alex Lawrence Coma, just so people because a lot of people in concern say he's not been visible. Liberty TV, we also get newspaper and if people don't dey follow Alex Lawrence Coma, when I go see him with the drone newspaper. He's part of us, but in just focus and let him grow the newspaper aspect. And he's still una na these una strive for grow the online TV aspect. So now we come together because we believe in ourselves, we understand ourselves, and we know say we get such potential in we not like mind to just need for team up or do something to be able to success. So anything of such level can be we all understand ourselves, we all know side for the body line. We all know say this person need for respect them one way or the other. If even we reach to a point, decide for making decision, we will come as three managing partners to make the decision. And the decision will be for the good of the Liberty on TV. Not for with personal or selfish interest ahead of Liberty Online TV.
Thank you very much. Farm will apologize if we get some noise from some of the lines that we put down. But at the turn over to Riyadh, MDPA, and Brett. Well, I want to take a minute and continue the line of questioning before they left the colleague there for going to the other issue. Yeah, over to you guys now, Riyadh. Okay, well, Fambul will still get issues with the line. I will try for talk about how you call it and will take and continue the line of questioning. But Fambul, if they listen or watch we live from TV Salon and Riyadh, the time now 4:57 p.m. now Washington DC, and of course Salon is 5 hours ahead, so just add +5.
So we just leave once
Yes. So last time over to Colombia and Riyadh. Also as in they try for we get some issues with the line. We just hope say we'll try for rectify them because like I say we get one or two technical issues and also the connect fit on or they get some noise now some of the microphone then the technician they work at the background for see they try for settle them. But surely we talk about Liberty TV, we get Mabel Kaba and Khadija Mangora and they have for talk about Liberty TV. When a new TV we then get for launch soon a salon and then get for the do online we talk about salon issues and TV salon we had TV and we all come together we get Mr. Liability of course inside joining when I come up as the spokesman and get for talk more later on of my wife as APC members of Parliament don't go back what did that mean for the democracy in the salon. But I come back to Liberty TV and my pair gets me clear. But also I asked if Khadija gets me. Khadija, you said they get me?
Yeah, they got you loud and clear.
Okay, so when they decide for launch this TV, tell me more about what you're plan after the launching of the TV. Plan, how for market how for introduce programs and all those stuff. How on a plan for do after the launching? How on a plan for do? First, I start with the launching, then tell me what to go happen after the launch.
So people will be done they follow we na Liberty Online TV na Facebook, Liberty Online TV na YouTube, Liberty Online TV na Twitter, where now that they call X and Instagram. No say we be done they drop some videos of community stories, human interest stories. Where we they come, we go come focus on stories that we get for do good governance, stories we get for do with human rights, story we get for do with women and girls, story we get for do with women affected by climate change, and we also they try for promote the SDGs. So Liberty Online TV not get for be like the normal way of broadcasting. We don't program, we don't design with programs that into themes. Like for example, Monday we will say the theme for this Monday now purely on the economy. We want to see how the salon economy don't they go through. We want to delve into the issues, wait to make the salon economy just not become stagnant. We go bring experts them. We will can analyze the issues. In as much as we dey bring experts them and also want time for be balanced, we not come for fit anybody. We not come for be a mouthpiece for anybody. We dey give the space for let everybody come explain. It left to salon people and for be the judge. I know say salon people are not fool anymore. They know who is saying the truth and who is telling lies. So we dey create this platform. We go just stay there for ensure say we get a very decent and guarded conversation. So we don't put we programs there into thematic content. You go wake up on a morning, you are in a Liberty Online TV, say, okay, the theme of this program will be the economy. All the way to go talk for that breakfast show from 8 a.m. to 9. It go be issues of the economy. And we'll go out, get the voices of the ordinary people there. Because in all of what's in the happen at salon, now then they be affected much. They go through then they go through the soft things. So in as much as they bring the experts them at the studios, with the policy makers, with the decision makers, will they bring in CSOs who can analyze the issues. We will get voices of the ordinary people them as well, who go bring. So we design with programs into thematic sectors them where every day we dey look at one sector and we design that into a theme. We're not going to be the normal because we come for stand out as a different media entity where people are going to rely on. We want for listen to factual and we want for get a balanced news story before run for go to Liberty Online TV. So now so don't design with programs them and with their short salon people and say that thirsty wey dem be don dey thirsty for well updated news starting from tomorrow because tomorrow go be we launch edition. We go officially launch the channel tomorrow. We go launch we website tomorrow as well. 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. From then, we will begin introduce with different programs. Them we're not going to say we'll do on 24 hours because that's quite expensive. We will continue for bring well informative issues that any two they happen at salon. If you want to get the first hand information, just go follow in our Facebook page on Liberty Online TV and tune in every morning, Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning to 9 for the breakfast show.
Eh,
We go tell you everything what they happen at salon.
Okay. All
And for
right.
her to
Family.
waiting, Khadija just don't say.
And
People
before they
now for
continue,
some for believe say not
mhm,
just politics or governance with a focus on Liberty Online TV, also get for focus on entertainment, culture, arts, sports, and every other topic. Like you say, now thematic areas that we dey look at. So the themes and the way they deal with daily. And I also want for add to waiting Khadija don't say we get for do with we being free, fearless, and also we dey come in for be inclusive. Since we launched that particular topic, they talking about we being free and fearless. People don't they scared say, oh, we they come for can compete with certain people, or we they come for can be mouthpiece, or we they come for can fet government. No. Liberty Online TV na platform where we they bring come for salon people them. As much as we were they are fearless, yes, we stand being fearless. We want to let people know say now just an open platform so you will feel safe and feel free for discuss issues then we get to do with national development. Because this are we on role where we said they play for contribute to the development of the country. People get different careers than what they do for let them go able for contribute. Let people and see and say Liberty Online TV, then young sets of journalists here. We they use them normal as platform for let we self contribute to nation building. We know they can't fit anybody. We not watchdog for the public, we the hold people to account, but we also not say we not can fit. Let people not feel say, oh, we then set up Liberty Online TV. Any agenda they were hidden. There is no hidden agenda. We are open, we are free, and we are fearless.
Okay. And somebody just they put a comment say he hope say the government not go begin muzzle Liberty TV because some of una we don't get some one or two bitter issues with some government officials. Somebody just put them now the now the website as a comment. Another person will say I hope say other media houses they're not go begin block una because they're not go want for make una go before because alone people can defend themselves. Then are two comments they will allow una address. Over to una.
Right. One for say thank you to that person the way drop that comment. All opinion them valid. Na Liberty Online TV. We they encourage everybody for be critical. Like we say, nobody not go we. We not to enemy to anybody. We not can fit anybody. I make even before we launch edition, we go be tomorrow, Monday. No, we take time. We pay courtesy. We reach out to people we don't get relationship with, try for sell idea of Liberty Online TV, try for tell people let's say we are here individual, we not new media landscape, but Liberty Online TV itself, it need everybody in support. We not just need one person. In fact, if people they follow, we even go to the Minister of Information. We go pay a courtesy. We go officially here and the respect. And tomorrow, Ministry of Information, they get a representative. Now we launching. Then go say something. People will hear it from them because we are all partners in development. So they talk about salon. Now one great salon we get. This salon are for we all. So if you continue for the first we self, if you create unnecessary, now the more salon they go be in. So nobody not go muzzle Liberty Online TV. Nobody not go stop. We make sure say before we start to broadcast, we ensure say we walk through the laws of the jurisdiction. We are fully registered. We get with legal representative where they guide we legally for ensure say we not step down where the law go get we. So we not forfeit nobody. We can't for work with every alone. We can't for ensure say we be free, fearless, and inclusive. And then three words then they defeat. So this person say comment let me rest assured say muzzle. We nobody never compromise with one for be muzzle, do not for there. For be just left, who saw one for left. But no, nobody not able to buy we over. We there for truth and we there for speak truth to power and stand for salon people.
Okay, yeah, maybe you can take them on before they come. Maybe somebody say, I hope say you're not going to give a brown envelope for allowing us to balance the truth and begin to call that thing. This come from Albert.
We
We just put
we actually don't rise above the issue of brown envelope. Like Khadija say, if we want to let anybody muzzle, we not for don't take up this kind of initiative for go set up Liberty Online TV. Yes, there are challenges. We not gonna say first not ever do anybody good, but we always dey say in as much as if you want to do you good, because even the politicians, for example, they are all our friends. We are all citizens. So we can say salon and one fumble, but we get to say we dey draw the line. Not the influence with independence. Elect how you brown envelope heavy and not get nothing for do with job. So let people and be rest assured we are not going to compromise Liberty Online TV. We get we own personal identities them where people know we for. Some people on the follow we from when we begin work as reporters that different medium then up to listen. Then no say if Khadija and Mabel, for example, then at any platform where it campaign journalism, we are there to do the right thing. So let them be rest assured. Brown envelope not get nothing for do to with job. Nobody not able for influence with decision where we are independent. Again, we always want to let una know say we free, we fearless, and we want to be inclusive. So let's not get worried about the issue of people that talk about brown envelope. We don't rise above that long ago. We, Khadija Bangura and Mabel Kabana, household names them. Where people know say, elect you come with you brown envelope, you know the rich and so we. Because you know say we party business, not the rich, so we work. We work, now we work. So we know how we did go the line. So let them be rest assured about that. And also I want to let people and know say, in as much as we do all them topics that we don't talk about, we not forget also for advocates for social justice, where we know say plenty people there right now where they call for justice in different issues them, where the mainstream media don't they turn blind eyes to. Let them be rest assured say Liberty Online TV go for take up most of their issues, then they will get to do with the environment and all the call where they know they call for justice way, sometimes and they make calls, but another area I'm out again. Because some challenges and the way the mainstream media can go through, where can make them not able for broadcast some of them stories and then a Liberty Online TV, you are safe and you are protected. On our stories them, we know the muzzle them. How na they give them? We go edit time yes for professionalism and the ethics of the profession. But we want to let them know say we ready for getting the platform, for let them speak out, and for also hold the duty bearers them to account for respond to the concerns them. We go for the come up.
Thank you. Family, they watch you live on Weird and TV Salon. Then Alpha Camera live from Washington, D.C. And we'll get Mr. Abdullah Berete, winner former president spokesman in January from Canada. And we'll get Mabel and Khadija in January from Freetown. We'll get Weird team, then say January from Weird. Well, we'll continue, but something very important that we maybe just measure a little bit. Well, I'm press a little bit on because me, a human rights bias. When it comes to issues of human rights, I know they play with that. I know mind for standing alone or not like for go with the crowd. Um, Maybe you mentioned a little bit about justice, and me, one press are more on human rights because in the past 5 years, we don't see a lot of human rights abuses and violations in the country. Don't quote me, quote the reports from the Amnesty International, quote the reports from the US State Department, quote the reports from other international human rights organizations where people still ask for justice. For example, the one where they kill na Pademba Road and people still ask for justice. The one where they kill na McKinney, the one where they kill Lonsar, the one where they protest on August 10th. We get people that are still in a jail and still ask for justice. We get a whole lot of different issues where people are still, even Congolese Sako, that man where them rape allegedly, they rape and kill in Pekin Afriton is in the America and still asks for justice. And several others, human rights abuses and violations. How Liberty TV will get any intention of doing like thorough investigation, issues, programs, we go specifically highlight issues of human rights abuses and violations, especially on the side of the victims, because it's more important for me in Sierra Leone. Sometimes the leaders, they don't need to talk over and over, but the people and for give rights to the victims, the one that we don't suffer. Sometimes in the program, they're not book about that. When I get any specific issue on human rights, and now I go for follow up some of the other issues there, I don't highlight. Maybe I like Khadija, I don't know what I go on.
So Alpha, it
Yeah.
seems like we only read from the same sheets because then one of the issues and we actually go for deal with this coming week, this week where we start so tomorrow after the launch. Like we've been saying earlier, we get thematic areas them where we don't divide we programs them into. And definitely before this week done, one part the topic that we go for deal with, get for do with justice, where you don't make mention of. We don't want to go deep into that because we already did a plan. We guess them, identify the guests them we want to forget at the studio for talk about their issues and they. Of course, we're not going for turn blind eye to any issue we get for do with human rights. It equally important like any other issue where Liberty Online TV get for the teeth. And we waiting with a plan. Now that's not for just
Oh, okay. I think we lost maybe in Mike a little bit. I don't know.
I'll allow
But
you
I think
stay calm from
okay. Yes,
outside
Khadija. Yeah, take
talk.
come on. Mm-hmm.
So after I tell like you then our production meeting, then I fly the wall. So now one of the issue that we list for deal with this week because so they launch tomorrow. Tomorrow I just launch edition and it's going to be about us. We want for tell we can owe it to the people about the journey of liberty, the people that we come on board, we support we people really throw their weight behind we for set up Liberty Online TV within just 2 months now set up the entire media establishment. So after tomorrow, from Tuesday now going forward, we really they deal with topics where the mainstream media don't they shy away for talk about. And this Amnesty International they report and then campaign, it will be one of the issues then I will list. What they deal with thoroughly, we bring all stakeholders involved because people so we happen to them people and they and Amnesty International self as to the call on the calls when they deal with issues that we get for those human rights. Now one of the thematic area then done day and we strongly go use we voice there and we platform for advocates for let people and get justice.
Thank you so much, Khadija. And I just want to make you know, say, hence, when it comes to facts, truth, and issues of human rights, on account some of we, because even technical support or whatever, some of we can able to share ideas or whatever, because some of we believe in fairness, justice, the rule of law, and people that we don't suffer, no matter how they're supposed to get justice and move on. That's so at the end of the day, technology and whatever, if we not need, some of we probably will be able to see how we able to step in a little bit. But that enough for the other time. But now, Pambolem, Liberty TV, do you wanna go? I mean, I just don't follow una on Facebook. I see a Liberty TV. So you can go on Facebook and follow them or go X or
Thank
whatever,
you so much.
for help them going. Mr. Bereti, I don't know if you want to add anything because we try for wrap up with them, so we will continue with the other issues. But what do you think so far? What do you hear from them? And what do you say would be your guide or advice as a somebody who don't turn at the media landscape before even you join politics and government? Mr.
Thank
Bereti.
you, Alpha. When I
Yeah.
listen to Khadija and Mabel, they don't articulate very clearly the vision and also the rationale behind the establishment of Liberty TV Online. When I listen, two issues and way stand out for me. Any media organization will come highlight issues of human rights and good governance. Not because that is the vogue right now globally, a whole lot of human rights challenges them, we can make countries and slide into conflicts. And me reference points Sayana, the International Crisis Group, where they highlight say issues of human rights, arbitrary arrest in a country, now they fuel conflict. But they also touch one thing very clear to me when it comes to the issues that we they want to discuss. They mentioned the SDGs, they mentioned about women's issues. I be the member in Million Quiet Moment. I say, you know what? As soon as sometimes people then call me name Abdullah Berete, the first thing they associate me with, now either on politics or academia. Now, one time I sit down, I say, you know what? I say I dey work for the government na Canada na yeah, as a as a specialist when it comes to mental health and addictions. And one thing where we know say they can kill people, and particularly the young people in our country, now drug use and substance abuse. So me as a mental health and addiction specialist, Naya, where they practice and they help a lot of people them, we not to even Sierra Leoneans. Then as no say this kind challenge in my country, I think say if the Khadija and Mabel them and Alex Lawrence Kuruma, they think about incorporating in them programming anything we get for do with young people and particularly mental health issues, drug and substance use, that is where some of us can come and leverage, provide we your expertise for see how we'll support we your young people in Sierra Leone, how for overcome, looking at the causes them. We use what you call in social work an ecological approach to address then social challenges then. So this is just the immediate thing. Of course, when it comes to human rights, me na one person we now one thing we are very passionate about. Now that make even when I've been this salon, but all what I've been doing, I mean government work as a presidential spokesman. Every Wednesday, I dey take me time for go teach you college international human rights. Now from a college. And the reason for that is obvious. Because in me own academic discipline, when it come into me political science, the area where I know say I get much interest in the issues of human rights. So these are all interrelated issues them. One will build to another. So I look forward to the maiden programs them as I will be a fan for the watch and where necessary to give a feedback the most respectful way, I will. Because at the end of the day, just like they mentioned, if anybody come and provide that support, we make our country better. I think that's very important.
Thank you so much. So Mabel and Khadija, some comment and they online where they read. So
Thank
when
you.
when I go take notes and respond to them, from there we'll go end up with Tuna. They will continue the other issues. But this will be live on We Are and TV Salon. Right now, we get over 1,000 plus people already watching on the two channel on We Are and TV Salon on YouTube, on Facebook, and all other channel First, I begin with this. So other person say I wanna be careful, salon not let through. If wanna begin talk through, then we'll begin to get to now. The other person they say, welcome back, Khadija and Mabel. We look forward for our programming. Albert they says, will you guys be talking about criminal justice, related issues with like prison overcrowding, illicit drugs, and those young youths who are taking and abusing drugs? Will you guys be talking about that? Somebody they asked about how when I get for the move around, not only Freetown and Salon, how when I get for the cover Salon for going to other apartment as well, away from Freetown. Um, other person they call out a journalist there, but me not go name them there. I go just say person say also I go do the right job, and I not go begin take sides. Um, other person they say we do to now as soon as ready for do the work. Salon right now need through an independent media houses. We then go get the facts, not to paid up stories as other people in other media than they do. Um, other person they say, I pray that we will succeed because along there are plenty issues and we need people that will come in and highlight the issues. Then they other person say, he hope say when I go behave professionally and take on the issues as when I used to do, then I not succumb to pressure or as the team begin go up, other people will begin one way or the other. I know the challenge is okay face as journalists as you begin SUA to I think that and what the comments where I feel say I go read some comment and two person I don't read them. So but I want to some of the points we don't come more I go send over to Mabel and Khadija make una respond. Um yes, when I respond to the one and the first. Over to you guys.
So I think I will start for
Mabel, you
take
want
the
to
one we
go
get to
first?
do with criminal, yes. Criminal justice, drug abuse, and also somebody they ask how we go make sure so we get reports also from the provinces. So for start with the one we get to do with drug abuse, we all say the issue of push and so many other drugs that young people they take right now, they become an epidemic. And be rest assured, we already get reports where we don't begin work on that. So let people and just know say na issue where we not dey turn a blind eye to. We dey take them up and we dey take them up very strongly because this gets to do with young people where we dey say na the future leaders them. So Liberty Online TV already they design a program we get to do with that. And as we dey respond to their message here, just I make mention of something where Mr. Berete been talk about earlier where he be dey talk, he make mention of mental health. He say nothing where he passionate about. Let you know say no say in one day, Liberty Online TV also passionate about that. And now one part the program they done the way with the design for ensure say we cover if not all, but all the major issues them we get to do with health, human rights, criminal justice, social justice, and issues and where people are so passionate about. And that make if you understand and don't follow Liberty Online TV before we start with broadcast, we will make sure so we reach out to people and let them tell we waiting and one for seeing a Liberty Online TV in terms of programming. So we been put all the ideas in there together plus wetin we on production team self gets, and we don't analyze all of them in a day. We don't put them all under thematic areas them when I did the programs them all don't fall. So in case we not make mention of any topic where anybody passionate about, don't worry, just sit back and relax. No say as we start with programs them, you go get them then topics and then factor into different themes them where we go add guests. So for the provincial reports them, we also take that into consideration. We don't make sure say we team, don't get relief, we don't start us na free tongue because free tongue no more not to salon. We go for the go different pattern at the country, especially on weekends. We go for the ensure say them Monday mornings them when I go for the get fresh news them and happenings them of different districts them at the country, chiefdom, villages, and everywhere in a salon. Liberty Online TV go for the reach out to people, and that make me say we they open the space. So if we not reach you yet, you know say something they happen. Usa Liberty Online TV no dey. Feel free for following all we channels them, all we platform them, and add your voice and make sure say we get the information so that we go follow up and respond to una.
Okay, Khadija, you can take them on and continue from what time maybe I stop.
Sure. Just for waiting, my colleague Mabel don't say. Everybody for no say Freetown not to inner salon. So whilst we dey do with pre-production meeting them, we take that into consideration, say not to Freetown no more na salon. So we don't even start conversations with big civil society organization them. People know Fambul Talk, now organization where they work and implement projects in the rural communities. So we then in talks with them. Hopefully we'll get a partnership. But then the support we report at them for go down and the hard to reach communities them. Now the marginalized the outside people not even know say then they suffer for road. Outside people not know say then they suffer for water. Outside people don't know say human rights issues they happen to them. So all of their stories then they will get for bring and come to now because the mainstream media right now, everybody seem for focused on events of the day. So one for who come for change the narrative, will not just get for bring issues that only happen at Freetown. Issues that only happen to them Amina Kurbola. We need the stakeholder then for Yeri, we will bring una all the issues then they. In as much as one for bring una the issues then they, people themselves for no say we are challenged. We're not just a startup media. We just come together as young professional and journalists. We're willing, we're thirsty for professionalism. So also they reach out to salon people them, well-meaning salon people them, let them support we so that we go able for good and then community there so for bring out their story there. So if you dey watch we now na TV salon and we had Facebook page, Liberty Online TV, go click the like button or the follow button as tomorrow we dey begin we broadcast tomorrow we mention of we Liberty Breakfast Show. So from tomorrow now, take go, we will continue for bring one of the real stories. We know the arena, we know the TV. We know say data is expensive now. We know say it's hard for come online, but we are sure una say una data una get for the use for tuning to Liberty Online TV we go worth it. And we look for all salon people there for support we so that we will continue to pursue we dream them for be professional media practitioners. So Alpha, I leave you. Many thanks. Well done, be colleagues from Salonia, even before now move on to the diaspora. We all know what we stand up for and make us on see Liberty Online TV on reach we and you self publicly you don't commit, you support any together for those human rights issues. We will assure you so we will reach out to you
Yeah, I make some of
if
you.
you need any support
I make some of you. So I make some of you not being popular certain talent because
virtually
we can
or if you
different.
need any
But
support. Technical
Khadija,
bodies
before
at
that I
home and
go,
the diaspora take time. Me and Mabel,
okay,
how start the online.
okay, I get final comments around I want to respond to before they go. One somebody they say the advantage Bokuna Salon we expect one journalists and allow on freeway and talk on we behalf. And somebody they say, please Alpha, can you ask Mabel if they will have any program with phone calls? So this they try for us if we are going to get on a program, we're going to accept people calls. And mommy they say Liberty TV, you have responded well. But like other media houses who are older now, my question is, how prepared are you to practice in a Russia-like or Chinese-like government system or government run system? Albert, they say, in a criminal justice practitioner and professor, he gonna be happy for sharing on issues with una. And Khadija and maybe somebody say, una look, beautiful on camera. Okay. And the person they ask whose time we wanna get for launch the program tomorrow. I think that will be one of the final questions there, and we're not gonna respond to that and just be with farewell today. And we will continue the program with the stability and the other issues then. So over to you guys. Then I want a final comment. The other one I want to get for the follow them online as people are going to watch them. We're not going to see that. Yeah, over to you guys.
All right, I will start with the last one. The breakfast show, when our flagship program, officially starts tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. The launch edition. It's going to be all about us. So now for hearing the story, how Liberty Online TV begin. We know say we faces them and we voices them not new. Una don't use for watch we every morning till day. And so una don't miss we for few months, so go away, but don't come back. Starting for tomorrow, una go now with Facebook page. Everybody who they listen, we or watch we now, please go to the Liberty Online TV YouTube, click the follow button, and also put on the notification so you can like. So 8 a.m. to 9, you go see we they bring come banging issues, topical issues them for the rest assured we'll talk from the a DM now we Liberty Online page we go on and we go see how we go collaborate together. Right now, as a startup operation, use we open to feedback because now all of them things then they go make we better. So let nobody not hesitate for send we a message, me or maybe will respond. So everybody go now on our page, subscribe as tomorrow will actually they start and tomorrow will start with the promise soon as say we're not go disappoint una.
Thank you so much. Maybe I'll over to
And
you.
also, yes, for add to that, as we dey wrap up, somebody may ask if we go for the open live phone line when I think we still a debate, but notwithstanding that, we phone line open for send text message and also we comment section and go for open. And as Khadija don't say, if you want for the part of Liberty Online TV, let's do this together. Just go and follow and like we Facebook page Liberty Online TV and also go on our YouTube channel. Very important. Subscribe so that you will be the first for know whenever Liberty Online TV is on. We open to every critic. You can send your observation after we first broadcast tomorrow. For the TV, this is new, but for journalism broadcast, we don't turn at the game. So be rest assured. Just make sure that you're part of the Liberty Online TV family. Go on our Facebook page, go on our Instagram, go on our Twitter, we now on our X, and also don't forget to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Liberty Online TV, we are here for you. We are free. Don't forget, we are fearless and we want to be inclusive as best as possible. So as we go, we want to say many thanks for the opportunity when I give we for share the dream of Liberty Online TV, now the TV salon platform, and also now we had. We appreciate we viewers them all, but now not forget, in as much as now the support we now now go over again to we on platform them because tomorrow we begin with live broadcast 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning. And from tomorrow now, take go, you get for the get all the breaking news, them, all the balanced and independent reporting, you get for the get some na Liberty Online TV. Many thanks, Alpha.
Thank you so much. Your family, I just did a Liberty TV Online, the Facebook page, and say just a few hours to go for the maiden edition of the Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty TV Online, both Facebook and YouTube, Monday, 13th November 2023, 8 to 9 a.m. That will be 3 o'clock in the morning, me on time, Diana, Washington. But yeah, that at 8 o'clock salon time. Please take a thorough look at the flyer for the information. And already I see Khadija, I see Mabel, the guest Abdul Fatoma, Yasmin Jusu Sharif, Augustine Sori, Sengbe Mara, and the team online media and governance. All right? I think I get them right. Now on my own Facebook page right now. So Fambule, no patronize with them. And honestly, what's it gonna be when our party words as soon as they go?
Go and follow Liberty Online
Well, for
TV
me,
and be part of this very fantastic journey.
Okay. Yes, Khadija.
5 years. As far for Ashona say, an exciting time they wait for una tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the launch of a maiden edition with our breakfast show and now one of the flagship program them every morning 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. If you want to know everything, if you want to forget you bad stories and everything they happen at salon. And tomorrow, as Alpha just read from the flyer we put out there, we get an interesting panel. We go there with you tomorrow as we launch. We get Yasmin Jusu Serif, when a very strong woman, we don't lead a lot of women movement them. And they come with you tomorrow at the studio for celebrate strong woman them, Mabel and Khadija and the media landscape. We also get Abdul Fatoma, who knows will talk about human rights issues them. Now a very strong voice in the civil society space. And we get Augustine Sorisengwe Maya, now a civil society activist, an activist for human rights. But tomorrow, it is a different capacity as we legal representative. We don't stand with we don't ensure say a guide we through all legal aspect them for register Liberty Online TV. Say we they start tomorrow. So now that journey they can talk about. So from tomorrow now going forward, we the programs them for now. We YouTube and we Facebook page
All right.
Liberty Online TV follow we. Thank you we had for the
Thank
watch with this net for see man our plan. When I go join we celebrate with Liberty journey and going when I go be part of the Liberty family. Thank you and have a good night, everyone. Mr. Berete, see you on
thank
the other end.
All right, thank you so much, Famule, Natna Khadija and Mabel Kaba. You know, we all for support ourselves, nothing personal. We are all colleagues, and we always like for support each other. You know, for everybody for grow because they say we all the rise, all the lift to self up. You know, now some people are not serving us alone. If it's someone they're not more for go before, but in life, we believe say if we all rise up small, small, at least you know we all go able to go before, and that's not the big thing we all they do, and it's nothing personal, nothing, no issue, but we just dey support yourself for growing. This now Liberty TV, do you allow your support it. Now they continue with the issues. Well, Mr. Berete, over to you. Before they move to first issue, any advice for these young ladies that don't come up with this idea for form this Liberty TV?
To be honest, I give them kudos. The reason being they came out very boldly. For let them can start tomorrow is their launch. They make them very clearly say they will be fearless, then go be independent, then go make sure say issues them with the other mainstream media. They afraid for talk about. They say then will bring them at the table. I think say those were very bold statements. And they therefore deserve all the way they need. And may not be one give a commitment of support on air, but I will reach out to them privately. And the good thing is I know them. I don't go to them program them many times, even though outside of the media, we get that rapport me and them. But you can't imagine Alpha when are they in a studio, then professionalism is top notch because outside the one-to-one relationship, some of the questions and very insightful questions, very, very thought-provoking questions, and they put me in a way I can consider as a hot seat. Then, in fact, someday can come where I can don't sweat at the program small. Why don't I say, hey, una quiz, una party today, or those kind of stuff. But that is what we expect of the journalist. Because at the end of the day, the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary can connive. The question is, if we not get a strong civil society, but if we get a very strong fourth estate wing and the media, trust me, then we'll able to safeguard our democracy, especially our democracy being very fledgling, and also hold people them for account. You just see by then 2 days here. I see one member of parliament, they go threaten somebody now in constituency, they even they threaten and would die. They say because the person the old meeting, they oppose them. When you issue them threats then the police, nobody no need for go lay complaint to you for go hold that person day. Because that threat is a criminal in our code. You can't. But at the end of the day, in fact, if now that country, that member of parliament say, if I don't resign, if I don't come on my position. But if that's not happen, that is where we need these kind of voices them for calm, for tell the other side of the story. So that if there is any collusion against the people can come out, stand tall for safeguard human rights issues them. I can bet you from the Pademba road killing where it happened, I will bet you I can count now my fingers them the media houses and we carry that story day. Why? Because the government don't want anybody for talk about that. But one thing we are lack in waiting and talk, they are friends with politicians, but then they draw the professional line. I think that's very important statement. And this is where, as young people learn, when they come up, their voices them authentic, based on their past record and track record, and they therefore deserve all the support they need.
Thank you,
And
thank you. So Liberty TV, yes, yeah, you wish them well, and thank you to Liberty TV, and of course, Mr. Berete, he said you could call them, and he said we'll find your own support or advice, behind camera, like I can say. But good thing, some of you, like I say, if they can't do technical or whatever support, like especially when they talk about pursuing issues of human rights, I think saying something way, they close to me heart, human rights issues, and we'll continue to work on that. Family, they watch you live on TV Salon, and we still get Mr. Ulai Berete, when a former presidential spokesman. And we're looking into some of things that will happen inside the weakness salon. Of course, Mr. Berete will tell you more about the members of parliament going back now parliament after the truce or after the agreement with the government signed with the opposition party. But first, now you're waiting Guinea and then for say a lot of things happened at Guinea in the past couple of days. After the coup, then we heard about that, Allah happened there. Some people run away in jail. So Guineans, they don't want salon, say, they don't put on their own issue. And they bring this issue because at some point, Guinea, they may not accuse we back, say, or they interfere in the issue. So also now, the Guinean security don't want salon, say, they don't put on the issue. They make this through one joint border meeting with some of the security, they're all with we own part of the salon forces, they already across the border. Now watch this video and listen actually with this beginnings with your man and get for talk to the salon or the salon counterpart across the border in Gambia. Now watch this.
He still left one with one criminal. With criminals. They can't open this border now. Allow listing, please. And they can't open this border now. As you see, they don't fold the rope, now they inside, they don't march towards Swinaya. But the reason they get conditions where they open this border quick. Then want any Sierra Leonean we go put into that issue there. Let not put your own Guinea issue. Let will not be party to Guinean problem. No Sierra Leonean let not afford or be party to the Guinean problem.
Okay.
Then one peace between Salon and Guinea. Now that the one let prevail. So now that's the reason why when they lock this place, our president still don't call them, say we now can't go open the Sierra Leone Guinea border. So let the entire population, including the police, there will be police for we say. Anybody so far where we Sierra Leoneans and including police see the pass in our backyard for enter Guinea, we will not satisfy with. Let we inform them we are.
Immigration. Parce que l'immigration, c'est pas la police.
Any motor car where they come across Guinea, then we make sure say, or they car inside Salon, from their own side, then we make sure say we check them proper. They want peace and tranquility between Salon and Guinea. If peace not there between them two countries here, will not go there.
Sure.
We are brothers and sisters.
Yeah, we are friends and we are brothers. So then they appeal to we all come together as one, let we protect each other. So now, as we talk, the border is open officially.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next thing.
Okay, well, Pamul, that are the Guinean soldier man then at the border. Of course, they may not lock border with we because while some of our journalists would they refer, say they may go broke one jail, some jail man and they were them free. So other rumor will they go say some of them jail man they were them broke the jail, some of them crossed over na salon, whether through the right way or through the backyard way or wherever. But suspicion with the government, some government officials in Guinea, when they find out say salon they harbor some criminal them, we can always come out Guinea. Some people in go thief Mutkana Guinea and they can sell na salon. Some people in come out Guinea, go do a work, they can sell salon or then they come out salon go and come back. Anything. So it is ala be happen and we get for lock the border with we. Also there's suspicious some people in the cross salon. Mr. Barrett, you as a former government spokesman or former president spokesman or former government official. Not of bad advice then give we, but this the second time you don't come up from the government say rest alone, not put on Guinea issue. What do you think?
Interesting though, the way the thing happened, where I see the Guinean, I don't know if not the commander, we
Yes, on the
come
border.
Leone officer and they do the translation. Normally, when we get any kind of serious issues there, then they send what you call a note verbal, where na a communication between a government and a government for raise their serious concerns. I don't know if that has been done. And then they also talk, say, the Guinean officers and then cross come into we own territory. And of course, we know in international law, we go to call territorial integrity and also the sovereignty of states. So for me, I see that even as a breach of we own territorial integrity under the law, if it was not authorized by the government of Sierra Leone. Because at the end of the day, there is a respectful way where they can't just for accuse Sierra Leone for say, hey, we suspect to not say dissidents and then they cross and then there. Because we they come out from Koya for Kam now border Nagbalamuya, you get about 2-3 checkpoints then. So that responsibility is on them. For us, when we come, if then they work with Interpol, who get names of people they no say they are wanted, then they are say they reach now the border, would they able to use the Interpol list where we get, now they would be able to know. But if somebody just come, who not know if he wanted the under, will not get information as Sierra Leone your side, if the person can't cross then after the fact, when I say, oh, this person are wanted, how we will know? So this is where the government, we young government as Sierra Leone for be smart enough for say, hey, we're ready for Wokutuna, but we need the list of people of interest we get, and also we will able review if we get what we call a repatriation treaty. Because if we get that repatriation treaty there, that will also help. So it is bigger than just going at the border and go make a statement like that. It goes beyond that.
Okay. Mr. Barrett, okay, before and also move next to the other story, but I just want to bring you back. During the last campaign, also the Guinean, the president then, would overthrow. We also accused the Salon, they say some Salon government officials, then they support the opposition and they have them for mobilized funds, for seats the president had. So that allegation they don't begin. It's not new to some of what they follow issues because some Guinean government officials at that time we get government officials from Muyo Salon government, I'm not going to name names, where they support the opposition candidates when I silent Dalen Jallo, for unseat the government. So from that time, they, some other chamot begin for begin happen where they also say Salon for hands of Guinea. So,
in fact, we even get a lot of outstanding issue. We still the younger issue, na Kailan district yanda. Then they still there, but now like that thing way, then just left and die. the people them where they did it and they complain. They say because the Guinean soldier then they don't go make a military post there, then go with machine guns then they, and even the people and now they're not able for do them, farming activities them, and even if they do their farming activities them, now to the Guinean people them, then they pay the tax. So all that they now like a sleeping dog, nobody wanted to touch it. Fair enough, under good neighborliness, nobody wanted to go and provoke a situation. But again, for me, when I can see Usojamane, then they make bravado them by civilian in our country. Then they hold them weapon them for kill their young people them. Then now an issue like this, look them while they watch the video where you just play. See what they all tinap, timid one. Both the OSD them and the thing. Now I say, wow. So they can tinap so very composed. But when do people then come, then rise up for say think tank in our country, now the next thing you go see them, either their weapon they are not for Tolombo, anybody will shake, then we see them and they kill people them inside the country. But look at this now. You see the kind of way then like way they say you get for listen to it, that the way they talk to you with that rapt
Yeah.
attention. It's so interesting,
That,
right?
yeah. That's remind me, Mr. Ability, when they be allowed this Guinean, I think that this Guinean junta leader, we been cancer alone, we can't free tongue, he can't all learn boku boku gun and boku boku mutkade,
Nana
you know.
Mamadi Dumbuya, yes.
Popular Mamadi Dumbuya, right? Yeah, people that may raise concerns say, how the Salon government go allow this man out with all this kind, boku boku gun, like saying affects they can for comfort. You know, that just
Well,
they
that
feel
day
like
on that decision day is at the discretion of somebody where maybe they call a de facto president, but now I will call him president because I will remove the de facto because we young party don't get the legitimacy for let be a president by virtue of the issue we get for discuss. We young people and now when they be elect in election, so no say them be thief, then don't go down at parliament. So now I will remove the de facto. I'll now call him Mr. President Julius Madabio.
thank you very much. Then I'm stability. We'll move on to the other issue now. Asha Johansson actually don't go help free some prisoner them. They don't serve them jail time, but they're not been get money for pay the fine where they be expect them for pay after the jail time. Credit to SLBC and then produce the story. So after that, Madam Asha Johansson come and try for help. Now watch the story where SLBC produce.
Freedom through the intervention of these inmates spent 15 months each at the Sierra Leone Correctional Center in Freetown, exceeding their 12-month jail terms as a result of not complying with the supervision requirement and condition of release, which is to pay their fines after serving their jail terms. It was a moment of joy for the inmates on getting their final freedom through the intervention of female football administrator Aisha Johansson, who decided to use her organization Fashion for Change initiative to pay the fines of these four inmates. According to one of the inmates, Mohamed Touay, he found himself in the center because he opted to guarantee for a loan of 7 million on behalf of his cousin who boycotted payment and flew away. He thanked Madam Aisha for paying his fines. The other three inmates were sentenced for 1 year and asked to pay a fine of 5 million each for riotous conduct in the August 10th protest. On paying their fines, they expressed their profound appreciation to Aisha Johansson and her team for her humanitarian move in securing their release and pledged to become agents of change. This move by Madam Johansson and Fashion for Change initiative is one among many other support they have rendered to the Sierra Leone Correctional Center.
So today we are here for the four inmates that have been released, and the organization has facilitated their release by way of paying the fines because these that are out had sentences and fines, but they had already finished their sentences had fines that were levied on them, and they were mandated to pay, but they couldn't pay them for one reason or the other. And now the organization has stepped in, paid their fines, and thank God today they have been released.
So what
The
next?
organization is working in collaboration with international partners. We're trying to get international partners on board to help in the fight for the support to correctional services.
The inmates were also given money as a startup. The Fashion for Change initiative started off as Football for Reform, using football as a tool for social change. Esther Marie Samora, SLBC.
We
These
give credit to
inmates spent
SLBC
15 months each.
for that particular story there. And, Mr. Berete, this is not the issue, so they talk about justice and human rights. People in the area arrest August 10. They don't do, 15 months. But after that, after they don't serve the jail time, they're supposed to pay some 5 million euros. The other man say, like, person go trust money, he go sign, the person lost, then I go jail am. Now, we don't free, if you pay fine, you don't get the money. And they actually Johansson step in. But meanwhile, on the other hand, the one that we actually kill people and when a policeman, soldier man, no they work for government, nobody will not charge it. We not waste time in this story, but I just want to get your thoughts on that as we move on to our main issue back when our party going back to Parliament. Over to you, Mr. Berry. What do you
But
think?
this is a very good move where Aisha Johansson don't make. I think say I want to congratulate him and your organization because those people are languishing in jail. They don't serve them, sentence them. Then we get somebody like LAJ, LAC, we who don't see the president Julius Maada Bio. After this man, they don't convict him for murder, they jail for that. Then go give him a pardon. Then all of a sudden, when the media and the public raise a concern, now the ten then go put another press release saying a mistake, then left him. Then up to this point, that release where they release a convicted murderer, we not able get nobody held for account for that kind of thing there. So, like you always say, I'm not going to waste time much on this. I will just congratulate Aisha Johansson and know him as somebody when he be the head slapper. I know in commitment we can put in. But again, we will see how chauvinism be end up for coming to it. Say and come, all kinds of things be happen. But hey, one thing we are always they be passionate about, we them pull them people in there, then go down develop a whole lot of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. So apart from just giving them package of money, now they are one for see social workers there for come, for go provide what I call intentional counseling. That way they then will give them an outlet. And one of the strategies they use for people in like that day, we don't go to rent then they now what you call in social work and narrative therapy. So again, this is where I can want for coming and provide that support, particularly when people sometimes unlawfully detained, even though they don't serve their sentences, they still keep them there. And we always talk about overcrowding, now the jail system. So it is good that whilst SLBC are the primary news carrier, but it also add value that you come, you reproduce them in your own way for draw attention. Say, yes, it is not just about Isa Johansson, but from a human rights lens, that people of the Kenya, them boku in a jail.
Thank you so much. So, Famulem, almost 6 p.m. now we on time, and we're at 11 p.m. na salon right now. So, a lot come to the issue, Mr. Berete, because we got for code issues that we got to spend a lot of time. But I want to talk a little bit before they end this program on our party coming back to Parliament. The APC members of Parliament don't come back, and after on our party leader don't sign a peace agreement facilitated by international partners. What did this mean for democracy for let the APC MPs go back to Parliament?
It means they don't go back to Parliament.
Yeah, after they say,
I'm not,
after they say, we don't get to go. After they say, we
I'm
don't
not
get to
being
go. Uh-huh,
I'm not being sarcastic here at all. The reason being,
uh-huh,
when I be see Dr. Samura Kamara, when I be
mhm,
flag bearer at the APC, When I see him and the chief minister sit down, then they sign. I see the kind smile where Dr. Samura lavish me with. I say, whoa, we are going to jubilate. All our issues, if not all or majority, have been addressed. Because not forget, say the decision for let we members of parliament and not go take them, position them, the mayor them, and the chair people them. It was a political decision with a view to get the government to comply with some of our demands. And some of the demands that will be put, the main one, now that the elections were rigged, and two, we need a rerun of the elections, and three, all political prisoners them for be released, and of course, we call on equivocally the resignation of the Chief Electoral Commissioner, Mohamed Kone. So we get what you call a gamut of things they will put. As I sit down here, so I'm still confused. The SLPP government wants members of parliament and made them go to parliament for give legitimacy to the operations of parliament and give the semblance of democracy. Bottom line. Then once let the people in the mayoral positions them made them taken so that at least then go able to do them thing them for give the semblance of governance. Because not forget say they are also obliged to meet certain international instruments them. We will say yes, there is democracy in Sierra Leone. But as it is, I don't want to preside over a government when not just me own party and then a parliament. So the question for me is, all the people and the sacrifices them where people and don't make, where then go kill na Pademba Road, where will be passionate about, the killing then a party office, na the APC, na old railway line, the woman where then kill where Mother Bio get a temerity for say that's international sympathy. The APC being want. So at the end of the day, who is going to be held accountable as provided for in this dialogue? Because when you look at Article 3 of the dialogue document, it make it clear say all that committee within the form now for look out for perfect with future elections. And the other legal caveat where we go into this dialogue with that, the people the international people they are just moral guarantors. Now they carry we own destiny now we own hands as Sierra Leoneans. They are moral guarantors then. So when we go with the catalog of the issues the first thing we then say that issue about elections, rerun or no rerun, we no get the mandate for even start a conversation on that. And they were right. It is like as a party, we ought to know better. Because at the end of the day, it is
Mr.
only
Benson, let me ask you a little bit. Not that international partner, the same international partners, now they've been called for the meeting. Now they've been called for the peace meeting between one opposition party and the government officials, right?
they are moral guarantors then. Because at the end of the day, if you go to the protocol of the African Union, particularly as revised in 2001, then get this thing where they call on elections, democracy, and good governance. So to them, it is a fulfillment in what you call conflict prevention. That is the strategy they employed for bringing them two people here together, the government and the main opposition. But the question for me as a member of the APC, now waiting we get for celebrate apart from our members going to parliament, apart from who may or then take positions. The question for me hypothetically was, does that mean that will consolidate the peace? Waiting we will stand at parliament, we will not get a majority, but rather morally they go say, well, we have two parties then go into elections when a parliament day. So all the bills and we come, then get the 2/3 majority clause. So that is what it means for me. So for me, I think say moving forward, we party we need for go back now the drawing board. Because I still member one very, very senior lawyer now, Sierra Leone, when I a member of the APC, very proudly so, when I Joseph Israel Kamara, him being suggest a two-pronged approach. He say, you know what? Whilst we dey use the political leverage for let we members and not take positions because we don't establish the premise, say the elections were rigged and stolen, he use in legal mind for say, let us also go to court. They say because it is only the court that has the right to nullify the Supreme Court, particularly under Section 124. So that didn't happen. So at the end of the day, why that's not happen? This is where I need an internal review within my own party for let we get explanations why that didn't happen. Because at
Okay,
the
on
end
the
of the
side
day,
of
it is like
okay,
I've been buffeted.
okay, based on waiting some of our own party people I don't say, and say them they wait for like the elections commission for being post the results. But when they put on the website and take them down, so even though them been getting their own RRFs, but the elections commission, I made them the pressure and say let them publish the voting forms them or whatever the coalition forms them now all decide outside voting take place. So if them post them, therefore don't get a premise, rather than take the matter in a court. But the EC not going to do them. They say that based on that make they not take the matter. If them take the matter in a court, under whose premise, whose evidence they for abuse, because the ECSL put on their website and pull them back after a few hours, and after that they not publish nothing till today.
And this is
As
where the
yeah.
ECSL should have been compelled by law if we have an independent judiciary. Because
Yes.
even the judiciary is being indicted in this for let people even get reservations for go na the court system, na the judiciary. That alone, na opportunity let the judiciary sit down. Why people are not trust we for let them come to we. That is waiting a judiciary go do in a serious democracy. And besides Alpha, the onus for published result is not on the APC. Let me make that point say very clear. Because the whole thing about the results reconciliation forms RRF, it is when you publish, then I can use my RRF forms for reconcile with what you give us. So the question still remains, why ECSL refuse to publish, and even when they go publish falsify results them, they go pull them down where people are raise concern. To me, those are the issues. And for let Mr. Kone still continue for serve as electoral commissioner in that country today, I think it is very scandalous to the international community. And to
So
we as
just,
citizens.
just, just to add to that, Mr. Berity, this one come on at the judiciary of Salon 3 days ago, where they say judiciary Supreme Court has struck out the matter filed by Augustine Sorisengwe Mara Esquire against the ECSL Chief Electoral Commissioner and Attorney General and Minister of Justice for non-compliance with the Supreme Court Rules 1982. He filed his statement on the case out of time. So this guy for do remember that lawyer will take the matter in a court, we challenge the
Now your
ECSL.
remember, yeah.
Yeah, so even the court throw him out. This is a lawyer taking the matter, then throw him out of court. So now,
Well,
if
you know
you
what?
say, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they tell people let them go read the Truth and Reconciliation Commission reports what happened in our country after the Civil War. And remember, where late President Tijan Kaba, where he dey declare say the war done our country in 2002. The one statement we make, waited today, I remember as a young man, that never again we for allow the things them we happen our country, we precipitate the war in the first place. And the TRC report particularly single out the judiciary has been complicit because then they do what they call selective justice. I think say the judiciary, we don't spend a lot of money for taxpayers' money for that matter, for let them step up. But we still get a lot of challenge why people then still get doubts or believe say the judiciary can administer justice. And the examples, Zemboku, we don't see examples where the SLPP, the APC, then the care matter than a courts. We don't see the expedited way then they call the matter then we get for do with SLPP them. Then anything we get for do with the opposition APC, they're not they bother about that. That alone, that perception, let them know there is this thing about the reality and the perception. The perception out there, now that make the European Union be pull one report, we say the public then lack confidence in the Electoral Commission, the judiciary, and the security sector. So all of this combined, this will be an opportunity for let the judiciary do the needful. Even then, people there where they go put in a jail, where I shall go make. You don't serve your sentence, you still did it. The question for me, was it a concurrent punishment? Because concurrent punishment in law can be you they still serve your jail term, but you still get for pay. While sometimes
this alternative. And this is riotous conduct, so which means the one the way being. They say they are ready for riotous conduct, jail them. They don't serve 1 year.
The question for me now, Alpha, if they hold people and say for riotous conduct, then don't care and go to court. What about the people and we then kill? Who is going to be held accountable for that? Now they may your human rights lens come. Does that mean anybody can just kill with impunity? What about the Independent Police Complaints Board? What about the Police Council, where the vice president now the chairman of the council? This is where, if we are serious as a country, all the institutions then they will for depoliticize them. The vice president no get no business to go be a chairman of a police council, where of course the executive the not for dictate within the police for do. Now that make you remember where Charles Francis Magai, where then be make a minister of justice and attorney general. They go address the police then say, listen, this thing about orders from above, he say even me as minister, if I tell una say una just go arrest that person day, or na this case una for prosecute, una left that one day, una not do am. At the end of the day, by coincidence, in less than how many days, then pull am as now so far in me memory, now the shortest serving Minister of Justice and Attorney General women know in modern times. So you they begin see where are we as a nation. So the members of parliament then, I wish them well. They don't go represent their constituency.
Mr. Berete, so as far as you as an APC member and former government official, you know, happy, say, when I party demand, so when I set forward, when a party able to achieve it, even in the interest of our supporters, due to the peace agreement where the leader of our party signed and the government.
I'm not happy about that. Straight up, I'm not happy. I will not even mince my words. I am not happy for that. The reason being, I did a party office, we then go send tear gas per week. I did a way then kill mates on Awana to Dumbuya. And the previous week, I did a party office very close to Mama Street and at the Sanya Street, we then go kill Ishmael Bangura because he wear APC t-shirt. So in all of this, what is our agitation? To make sure the people them we commit the heinous crimes and they are held accountable. What about somebody like LJ when it comes to human rights? Because for me, being in the opposition, the main definition of a political party is to covet power and exercise governance. But any serious opposition for also be concerned about human rights violations in the country and the respect of the constitution and the laws. So some of the issues that we raise, then get something for do about the ordinary man. The poor people them, we not get voice. So we should be their voices them. And being their voices, that not necessarily means say when they do elections tomorrow, they will go vote for APC. But they are Sierra Leoneans them, and therefore their rights under Section 25 of Chapter 3, Cap 6 of our 1991 Constitution must be seen to be respected. That is my take.
Right, Berete, former government spokesman. Stay with me. We'll get like less than 10 more minutes for end this program. We'll get one or two issues more for talk about. As you say, Mr. Berete not happy with the way I'm party. The issues that where they say for arrive or they're able to achieve, they're not able to achieve them, and they don't go sign this peace with the government. So we're not happy as an opposition party, key official, we based on the diaspora. Two issues are they put in one. Two tweets there I see, we will highlight. One Augustus Sori Sengbe Mara highlights the government now they plan for add tax And maybe the engineer will put that tweet there up. They say our government is not taxing our hardship by overtaxing our staple food, rice and iron rod, two important commodities the people need to survive. With the already high cost of fuel, the inevitable increase in the price of rice will skyrocket the burden of the suffering masses. Government has voted or formed to make things better and easier for the people. But overtaxing is not one of those ways. No nation has taxed its way out of poverty. We need more sound fiscal and economic policies. Yes, at the end of this thing, where the government said they want to introduce tax, even for tax rise, and I road in the country, wait in the debate. So I don't know what you think. I also get like less than 10 more minutes. Then the other issue, Mr. Berity also want to bring to you notice. This now a tweet from the Ministry of Information and Civic Education and said the economy they expect to remain resilient over the medium term with a projected growth in 2024 and 5.2% in 2025, driven by increased investment in agriculture, mining, and continued recovery in the services sector. So according to the 2024 budget speech. So I'll put them together because like I said, we'll get like 10 more minutes or less. What do you think about it today? One, taxing, more taxing, especially on the staple food rice and also iron rod, with people responsible for building materials, and the growth, where the government, according to the new budget, saying they expect 5.2% growth in the economy in 2024 to 2025. What thing are you take?
Mother BO and in government, they not get no sympathy for the people of the Sierra Leone. They not get respect for Sierra Leoneans, and they're very callous about Sierra Leoneans. Those are the way I would describe them. The reason being, already we they suffer in the country. And why I say we they suffer, me self they suffer, even though I didn't at the diaspora. I spend my time in Sierra Leone. If things ain't good, friends and other people them no go they ask we for support. We in the diaspora, we they also get a crunch. So we are equally concerned about our country. Because I see when them put, say, cement and rest, you understand, rest they go 5% effective the 1st of January in the next few weeks. Already people and they can cry. The minimum wage in our country now 800,000 loans. People and they win at 800,000 loans and they pay them. Then right now the rest in our country, it is about 700,000. People and they suffer. Then cement, it they go up by 20%. Then you find out, say, iron rod, even cooking gas. This na country where the government don't tell we say, they're very much concerned about climate change. But we say the logging, it creates climate change. The flooding, they happen. So if people and they do cooking gas, we know they go cut stick them. You know they go cut tick them for export. Then you look again cooking gas. You go increase there again, you put 5%. Then I for say when I left the cooking gas, when I go cut 3. These are some of the contradictions. But they don't test the water, they don't get away with it. They don't ace tariff per way. Better than can't tell we say, you know what? We're concerned about the welfare of the customers then. That was a blatant lie. Don't patronize me as a Sierra Leonean. Una don't increase EDSA tariff. We lights not the even day una they increase them. Una they charge people in water rate. We una they ration water 2 times, but the standard fee is a very uniform. So you see, then take Sierra Leoneans then for granted because then they refuse for go read history. Because some of the things we sparked the French Revolution of 1789, now where things then become so hard, the people them, then they arrest them, when they protest, then they're in jail. And remember, the king in West, Maria Antoinette, we then go ask him about that. He said, let them go and eat bread. Then they sparked the French Revolution. The same thing with the Russian Revolution of 1917, what you call the Bolshevik Revolution. You see, why are they bring all lengthy then there? Now, because history, they teach we for let we learn lessons, we relate them to the present, and make sure, say, we prevent similar future occurrences. Them. Now, that make we get the TRC after we walk. but it is like the government, not the land. If people then grab now just now, they say they go protest because the thing don't strang up away. The next thing you will see them pull their OSD them, you will see them pull them social man them for go kill people them because they no say they will go kill, but now with impunity, nobody no go hold them accountable. And some of us beyond politics, we go continue for be the voices for the voiceless. Alpha, where you deny, I can always talk am. That thing where they eat, take God take your life, who dey na the diaspora, who no go tire. So the question then, why you get a platform like this? Why me spend me own time for Kande na this opportunity una dey give me? It is because we concern about to country Sierra Leone. We na Sierra Leoneans first, irrespective of any other nationality we get. And therefore, you dey put your money, your mouth, who say you time day, who say you interest day, who say you passion day. And we have that interest and passion for our country, Sierra Leone, and therefore we have all the moral, local standing for where we put our money. But the government is callous, very unsympathetic, not care about the people them, but waiting matter be okay about now for appoint advisors them, people them way it be don't sack, now the ministries them way it be make, where it don't increase the number, things that way it promised we in 2018 say, in they can make sure say the wage bill is lower. If you don't make somebody minister not perform, then when you sack them, you don't bring new people there, then you go appoint an advisor. What does that mean? It comes in what I can call clientele politics. And that is ugly for our country.
Thank you, Mr. Berity. Finally, on this issue, before we wrap up, this tweet where, or X, Twitter, well, we don't have Twitter. I don't know how change it to X or Black X. But the end would say we need sound fiscal and economic policies and programs, not more taxes. So what we think about economy is the way they grow or way, the struggle for growing in Africa. The problem, how the solution? Is it more taxes and forget sound policies, how we're able to make more and develop? And also, a lot of people are still sing praise of the first lady, saying that one of the first lady in African history will make the UN approve November 18 as United Nations Day of the Prevention and Healing from Child Sexual Exploitation, Abuse and Violence, also from the Minister of Information and Civic Education. Of course, that's a fact. Say it try for move one resolution at UN where they talk about for declare a day for the prevention and healing from child sexual exploitation and abuse. But for me, that's not the issue because there are a lot of other international human rights days. For example, December 10 is an International Human Rights Day. But that don't mean say, human rights abuses and violations still happen at the world. We got the Day of the African Child, June 16th. But that don't mean say abuses only happen to the African children and so on and so forth. So for me, I often say getting the day to be declared by the UN, as in they say, it's a good thing, yes. But is that what we need? And so they try for wrap up. But still, we get a lot of picking away suffer, rape and child, sexual violence in the country, and nothing they do. Even yeah.
To me, I think it's a symbolism behind it. Because I remember who been there in government who passed the Sexual Offences Act of 2012. We a very, very solid. Then later, we also see President Madabio, now we call him President Madabio because we don't legitimize them. We then back come, then revise them, then update them for make sure say we protect particularly the young one them. Because first time they go say, oh, now him agree for let we get mommy and daddy business. But now below that age day, that consent day becomes useless. You can still be prosecuted with a minimum of 15 years in jail if found guilty. To me, those are safeguards we are doing. And to me, the symbolism there, as long as the law is there, the law become blind and make sure say it no matter whether you're a government officer, whether you hold high position or not, the law for be equal for everybody, and then they will call the Dacian principle of the rule of law. That is it. Then taxation, where you mentioned, that's a country like Sierra Leone. Taxation is not the answer to economic problems. The problem in Sierra Leone is if you're able to address corruption, you reduce the big government appointments, anybody will clap for you during the rally, you say, I can't give you a small position. Then for the wage bill, they become bloated. Not only the wage bill, the fuel way they give them, the per diem them, all lengthen and they for maintain their offices them. It costs the government a lot of money. And don't not forget, say, part of the money will they even pay salary in our country will get what you call direct budgetary support, where they come off from the Bretton Woods institutions, them, like the IMF and the World Bank. So if the government's mindful of that, then President Bio, if he don't take a small pause prior to the elections for this Boku travel, but since he don't begin a back, I think say an opportunity law begin can remind them back. He don't begin back. You don't understand? All what you need come with what you call solid macroeconomic policies. Then, when you come with them, then at the back of your mind, you say, you know what? I want to get what I call a balance of trade. The balance of trade is how you will make sure, say, you reduce the importation of goods and services and get them locally. And when you get them locally, they become tax friendly. That way, they will not go get what you call flight capital. Where at the end of the day, because not forget, say, anything where they import, you get for convert your local currency to the international one, where in this case now the dollar. And when you do that, you they strain your economy. You understand? Imagine today, would they get local rice? Use the local farmers and where they grow, you support them. When you support them, that appetite of order for import rice from Vietnam, Thailand, or China, you know who they? Because now forex we they use, and when you import the rice, who that get for in the chain of the distribution, the consumer where they go buy by cup now in the fill up because now one cup rice now almost 5,000 euros now country. So this is it. Get it right. Come with very solid macroeconomic policies, then you're able to address the micro as the relationship between the two. But if you say you can't rely on taxes, then the politics of taxation is businesses and they close. That is one. People and offend shortcuts them. How for also make sure say they escape the tax regime. Unlike in the Western world, wherein they'll get the institutions and for monitor that. But even now, yeah, when you go buy something, then they say if you pay cash, will they give you a break on the tax? So if that they do it, so imagine now in Africa. So at the end of the day, this is what we are talking about. So taxation for can increase, then the salary then becomes stagnant, other than they suffer more. And even me and you would work will get what you call income redistribution in the country, where the people and we know they work by virtue of a traditional extended family. Now, me and you they work, all the other people that we not get, then they rely on we. So at the end of the day, it also fester corruption for people them. We not get the mind for say, I'm not able to do this because my income limited. So if you see something where you go cut my office, you go do them. Of course, it's not to endorse corruption, but these are some of the factors them where they perpetuate that. So this government, with all the book money where they say they get, it is not a smart government.
Thank you so much, Mr. Berity. Pambulem, Mr. Berity, a former presidential spokesman, and I join me on the line from Toronto, Canada. This is a program we call The Ideas or Weekly News Review, or they come every Sunday on Weird and TV Salon for review some of the main issues them over the week and also discuss them. So today, Mr. Berity, our guest, and we'll see next time we will join me because, Namawi always, he can always willing for sharing issues. So one tell you thank you, Mr. Berity, and we hope say some other time we'll be able to come back on TV Salon and we had for continue for highlight the issues there because as long as the issues there they happen, we need for the highlight them. Also think so. So say thank you so much.
Tell you plenty thank you for this opportunity. And of course, as always, Sengbe Pierre and Baibure, the team is just solid. I'm very humble and very honored. Onak, you always give me this opportunity for contribute in the conversations we get for do with the country, Sierra Leone.
Thank you so much. Well, Fambo, that now Mr. Abdullah Bireti, former presidential spokesman, we join you on the line from Toronto. This is not the weekend or weekly news review. And of course, the ideas behind the news we actually happened as alone in the past 1 week. We get Mr. Abdullah Bireti, former government spokesman, as we guest. We join you on the line. And also, earlier we get we colleague them from Freetown, Mabel Kaba and Khadija Bangora. We talk about Liberty TV. We then begin do programs tomorrow, actually 8 o'clock salon time. When I go like their page on Facebook and support them because we all the rise if we support each other. My colleague them, 10 p.m. by Bura, they said been joining me on the line. But unfortunately, we get some technical issues. Apologies. By next week, Sunday, I'm sure we're going to, go over the issues then they also they try for, make sure say when I able get we clean and clear online. But thank you to the management. Now, we had and TV Salon will bring this program to you, the engineer them and everybody really online. From now we Washington DC studios, me and Alpha Camara right now, now 6:30 p.m. and I know say plus 5 hours na Salon, 11:30 na Salon they go to midnight now. Fambulem so to meet some other time on TVS and we had continue for watch we program them online because even after the program the discussion they continue online and also share the link, call other people about and continue for watch the program. Once again, we independent and we non-partisan and we concerned about human rights and concerned about justice and fairness na Salon. And any issues we get for do the development of Salon or highlighting issues we get for do with Salon and go and before, we always they highlight them. But no party or not decided with no party and we're independent in reviews and we also concerned about professionalism and ethics. So to meet some other time or next week to be specific, I tell you all thank you and continue for subscribe and watch we live on TV Salon and We Are TV. Until next time, Mina Alpha Kamara from Washington DC. I say, on a good night.